Hi, it's me, Dora V here, and today is the beginning of BerserkMAS. Basically, this is Vlogmas, only it's got Berserk in it. Get it? BerserkMAS. So, to get to the point, Locus is actually the reason why I created this new deck. Yeah, and because he's actually my favorite apostle, because I feel like of all of them, he is the only one that's really maintained a lot of his humanity, and that he is a true believer of Griffith's. He was the sort of person who was too proud to serve anybody, but found that Griffith was the one. And I don't think it's just because Griffith is God hand. I think Locus would have been loyal regardless. And I think that he probably would have followed human Griffith. Damn it. At least I think so. But at any rate, I do also believe that if there's any apostle who will get away with what they've done, I think Locus will actually be the one most likely to ride off into the sunset. Maybe it's because I like him, so I'm biased, okay? But anyway, I honestly do not like the way this spread looks. When I first saw it, I thought, oh shit, this is not a good sign, especially the background, and then the one that causes obstacles. Anyway, the question was, what's his possible outcome? I used the Celtic cross because I am stupid, but it's also, I think it gives a broader picture than anything else I've used. And really, let's begin. Background. Obviously, the Five of Pentacles, as you can see here, Nikki is a hot mess. Everything's grabbing at her. But apparently his background is a hot mess. And it seems that a lot of apostles had a very hot mess background. And in his case, like, even the reversed is garbage. It's just one of the worst cards you can get. But it's material trouble. He had a lot of trouble. He had just a lot of hardship, and if there ever is a background novel featuring Locus, I hope that it's actually good, because Greenbelts is absolute garbage. But you'll find that a lot of apostles definitely had a lot of issues before becoming apostles, and I don't think that Locus is any different. He was probably unhappy. Either physically, he suffered damage, he suffered loss. In fact, my theory with Locus is that he was in a relationship but got cheated on, and then he was accused of treason, and he managed to escape, and then he sacrificed his ex-fiancée and the family who betrayed him, and that's how he became an apostle. So definitely hardship led to basically the choices you make, circumstances that does shape you into who you are. And I think this definitely it's definitely made him into an apostle. As for why he holds on to his humanity, he chooses to. I think he doesn't find it necessary to be a complete monster. So anyway, there's his past right there. Sad past. His recent past is the King of Wands. This is Greenbelt. Hi, Greenbelt. Yuck. Not fun. But the King of Wands, like, that to me is Griffith. Like, he is currently serving Griffith, and he loves to serve Griffith. Griffith is his favorite person. Yeah, and all of the meanings, like, that is what Griffith is presenting right now. Dark man, friendly, he's married, countryman, honest and conscientious. Yeah, that describes Griffith perfectly, right? But the current situation, yeah, seems that everything's going well. At least this is how Locus sees Falconia. Yeah, things are fine, and Griffith is there. He was there in the recent past, and will be there for quite some time. So yeah, that was pretty easy. But then the present situation, again, Ace of Cups. Hello. She was supposed to be Page of Cups, but I had someone else in mind. So yeah, this is her, the Ace of Cups, say hi. And the Ace of Cups, it's everyone's joyful contentment, abundance, fertility, the holy table. And in fact, in Berserk's latest Falconia issue, there was a table, and Charlotte was there, Griffith, Foss, Locus. And Locus seemed pretty content. Like, he's given a report as to what's going on. So everything's fine, at least on the surface. Like, everything's fine. Things are going the way he wants them to, so it's great. Yay. However, the causes / obstacles. This is the Nine of Swords. It's one of the worst cards you can possibly have, like, ever. And it's reversed. And reversed isn't any better. In fact, I think it's worse. Because what had happened, and I think it still bothers him now, is that about issue number 337, Rickert slapped Griffith. He slapped him, which is like, Locus was really upset at that. He called him a knave. It was kind of like when Julius slapped the Griffith and Guts got really angry. It was like that here. And Locus was he was so angry, in fact, that he broke part of the balcony. Like, he was really pissed. And it's still, and I think that's something in the back of his mind, because he knows that Rickard got away. Griffith knows it. And I think pretty much everybody who saw Rickard slap Griffith, like, they know he got away. Rakshas knows it. Everybody knows it. Yellow Dog knows it. Girl in a yellow dress knows it. Nine of Swords knows it. And I think that bugs the shit out of Locus. So the reversed is imprisonment, and I don't think he's imprisoned. Like, doubt, fear, shame. So just very, like, frustrated that, yeah, Rickard. So I think he does have that as a cause for concern, that they might come back to haunt Falconia. And he might also have concern about Guts. I'm pretty certain that Locus has met Guts, but I don't know. But I think that's on his mind too. So I think even though, like, on the surface everything's fine, I think he does have fears and doubts, and he does believe that Guts and Rickard will come after them, and I don't blame him. I mean, Locus isn't stupid, and, like, he knows, like, they're not just gonna go away and stay away. They might just come back to haunt. But yeah, stress, worry, and the reverse is pretty much the same. Oh shit, that sucks. Yikes. So, the future influences is pretty interesting here. It's the Three of Cups. See? It's three guys having a drink. This one's a good card, unless it's like in a certain spread about relationships. Like, if you're worried about any kind of strife in the relationship, you actually don't want the Three of Cups, because that indicates affairs, but I don't know how accurate that is. But usually it's a really good one, and a future influence is he sees friendship, happiness, and victory, and healing. So it's possible that whatever Rickard does, they might be able to repel him or succeed in any conflict against their enemies. So my guess is that in the future, like, despite his worries, everything will be fine for him in Falconia, and there's merriment and happy and victory, at least in the short term, like there will be. So there's happy, joy. Guess that seems to be either he witnesses it or he's part of it, but either way, that's likely going to be an influence. So hooray for him. So, best outcome based on what I've seen so far, it's the Queen of Cups reversed. A bitch, basically. This is the Queen of Cups. Hello, Nikki. Looking pretty there. But the Queen of Cups is, you're a bitch. So I guess that's a possible outcome. It's very someone not to be trusted, a perverse woman, depravity, and that's the best outcome. Reverse, damn, he's fucked. If that's the best outcome. But they do say that the counts kind of vary, so it could be like an involvement of a woman, like maybe the Elf Queen, but like people might see her as good, but he might not see it that way. So I think, like, if he does go down, it'll be because of her. But if he gets away, it could just as easily be, because of a woman who can't be trusted by others, but Locus is fine with her, like something like that. So really, like, a friend to Locus, but an enemy to others, maybe. It could just as easily be Luca. It could be her. So who knows? Like, But with this one, like, that seems to be the best outcome, that someone helps him get away. But like I said, it is a reversal, so it's either somebody who sells him out later, or somebody who's a friend to him but betrays other people to help him, and that's how he gets away. Maybe Charlotte helps him get away, and in doing so betrays others. Guess she really likes him for that to happen. So that's the best outcome based on what I have so far. His feelings, hopes, and fears is the Ten of Wands. This, by the way, is the holy table that I was referring to. It's everything's fine. The only thing about the Ten of Wands is that yes, a lot of things have been accomplished, but there is still more that needs to be done, and more planning and more responsibilities, and that is feelings, hopes, and fears. Like, that's how he sees it. It's how he feels. Success is stilified if the Nine of Swords follows. Well, you see, the Nine of Swords is in the spread, so that's kind of scary. But yeah, the chief meaning is supposedly oppression. Like, oh, he's oppressed by the... But it's more like this, like, you've accomplished a lot, but you still have a lot more responsibilities, and it weighs heavily on you. But you're carrying on, basically. But because the Nine of Swords is in the deck, even if it's reversed, it's kind of, like, very iffy. Like, oh my god, what the fuck? So, it seems fine, but there is always going to be that worry, like Rickard. But, yeah, it's false seeming. Oh, false seeming disguise? Okay. The place which the figure is approaching may suffer from the rods that he carries. Maybe, but I do feel like the successes of Falconia, like, it's definitely a bit sullied, and anybody who knows anything will know precisely why that's the case. But like I said, the fact that the Nine of Swords is present, that's definitely not a good sign. So they're carrying on with all their successes, but something's gonna happen. I can tell you that. And it should be obvious. So there's a Ten of Wands. Resources. Death. This is death. See, don't she look great there, Nikki? But it's reversed, so that to me, like, I don't know what to make of that. I guess resisting changes. Because death is actually not that bad a card. It means that there's change, like there's an ending, but there's a new beginning. You see, like, ending. And then when it's reversed, yeah, it's powerful. It's not that bad a card, though. But the reverse, it's, I guess, like, there's a resistance to change. Something like that. Yeah, like I said, it's reversed. It says, the reverse reading is that it's more positive, actually. So his resources would be that, I guess, like the opposite of the beginning and end, like, what? But I guess reverse, like, means a resistance to change and resistance to death and rebirth. And those seem to be his resources, I guess, like something like that. Just, yeah. But yeah, it says here, like, projects may fail, relationships end, loved ones die, but they leave us transformed by the wisdom we gained in experiencing them if we allow ourselves to move on and begin anew. And this is the reversal. So if there is an ending, he will probably be the one left standing, and he will be the one to continue on. And he'll try to, but I think there'll be a lot of resistance, but he's not going to have much of a choice. Something like that. And so, yeah, that's resources. And then the possible answer to all of this, it's the Three of Pentacles. Hello, guys, ye three friends. But this one, too, is in reverse. So that's a possible answer. Mediocrity in work and otherwise pettiness and weakness. Like, that's an answer? That's a shitty answer. But I guess it might also mean to try to avoid being in that situation, to avoid such things, and maybe to avoid pettiness, but I really can't see why that would be a problem for him. But maybe like to avoid any personal conflicts, otherwise he's in a world of shit. Something like that. But yeah, like, but I can't really see him like doing anything with mediocrity. I mean, he's always been pretty exceptional. But maybe to try to avoid that, like that might be the answer to his problems, is to set aside personal feelings and just get her done. That seems to be it. So like I said, that's them. But like I said, it's reversed. So maybe that's a warning to be careful about being petty. Like that seems to be the answer. And the outcome is this. The Queen of Pentacles, this is the Queen of Pentacles, represents fertility and wealth, and I guess that's his outcome, really. It's not reversed either. So opulence, generosity, magnificent security, liberty. So I think that the outcome, it's very likely that he'll get away with it, or that he'll actually have a good ending, but he'll have the help of women in doing so. That's the one's the Queen of Cups reversed, the other is Pentacles, but I think either way he might just skate. He might have a pretty decent ending, but he won't be doing it alone. So he'll have the help of women, like whoever they are. So there you go, Locus. It looks like your probable outcome won't be that bad, but it'll be difficult getting it for sure, thanks to the Nine of Swords. Your background is trash, and I'm sure that affects you. Your resources, Jesus, I don't know, I guess you are an apostle, so, yeah, but it looks like, yeah, as long as, like, you get past any hang-ups you have, it looks like Locus will be okay. So, good for him, and that is the first post of BerserkMAS. And I will be having more posts like this, of course, because easy and convenient. And, well, that'll do for now. See you later. Goodbye.